Good morning, friends. It's Nancy. Welcome to the weekend. I do have an idea for the big book of ideas that's going to involve these little people fussy cut. So this is a page from the June 1900 issue of the Delineator. I'm going to spend some time with my scissors and come back and we'll get started with these fussy cuts. Okay, so I've got my little dollies cut out here, and I've got some scraps of file folder. I like this color better than that color, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. Now, I also have some long flat lace. These are variety of sizes, so I'm thinking between 2 3/4 and 3 inches, maybe a little wider, a little narrower. And what I want to do is I want to make a notepad, but the cardboard is going to be the very back. Then I'm going to layer on a piece of lace so that the end sort of hangs slightly over. Then I've got a ton of offcuts here to pile on top, and then at the very end I will add my little doll on the top sheet and trim out the top with some other lace, some scraps of lace that I've got in my bucket in front of me. So I'm gonna just get started. So this one I can do shortish. And I'd kind of like to have that bump there. And get my rotary cutter out. So this is about 2 3/4. I'm hoping that's fairly even. Okay. So I'm going to let that hang just a little bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here to hold that top. Put that one there. This one. This one can be a taller one. These are about 7 inches tall, I think. Yeah. So this was an idea I saw on Pinterest. I will have to give you a link. Okay. That one's 2 3/4. It kind of went for a little bit of a wow there, didn't it? one of our tall girls on there. Okay. This will be a short one. I'm just going to cut this gathering bit off, I mean. I like the color of this. I might make two with this one. Okay. This one is, this one's 2 7/8. I could cut it narrower, but let's do a shorty on this one. I like that a lot, so let's do another. The reason I'm laying the lace on there is because it's a rounded piece, so I'm not going to just cut it off here because then it'll be like that. So I want a little bit of overhang. In the original project, I don't think that there was lace, but if you got lace, why wouldn't you use it? And this one was 3. The New Brunswick kids sent me a video of them out on the canoe last night in the river, and I could hear my granddaughter. She was pretty excited about that. Couldn't see her, but I could hear her. Okay, I'll do a shorty. And this one, I've got this piece of fabric. I'm going to tear this because it's too big to handle right now. There. This was part of a baby dress that I got at an estate sale last year. It was a weird estate sale. Many times they are. Okay. Just shy of 3. Let's do 3. Trying to figure out which's the front and what's the back. Okay, now, got that part done. I'm just going to put those aside, get a ruler, and start tearing. So, this is a book page. I'm going to aim for, 2.5-ish. That'll do. That's too short. That's a little too wide. These are all too white. Oh, had some more of those. That one's good. That one's too short. Short. Card. Just take a smidge off this one. Yep. I think I'll straighten up that edge a smidge. That's a scrap of avocado. It's quite a bit. That one's good. Also good. Too small. These are, I think, packing paper. Yeah, so any big plans for the weekend? Me neither. Oops. I think we got enough of that. Here's some tea dyed. Tear that right down the center. Let's just see if there's anything else interesting here. Those are interesting. That might work for a short one. I don't want to use ledger. That might work for a short one. Another avocado one. Just take the holes off. Okay, let me clear off the mess. Okay, that was a good exercise in, all right. So I'm just going to lay on my papers here. Sort of some to the edge, some more centered. And I want to save my best one for the top. Okay, now come on, paper. I can just use scissors to trim that off. And do a little stapling. And I don't mind staples because I'll be covering that up with lace. Okay. I'm going to glue her on and get a scrap of paper. Alright, I'm going to do the next 4 exactly the same way. Now I want to start adding my lace tops here. I've got this old piece of lace and I thought that would lay a nice base and then I could add more on top. So I will get out my art glitter glue. It's my first gluing of the day, so let's make sure it's going to work. And I'll cut these like 3.5 inches and then I can trim them back. Perfect. It's a little bit raggedy. That's okay. It's gonna. I mean, we like it that way to start with, but it's also going to be covered. That one's got tear right down the center. Okay. Trim these all off, and then I will grab my scrap bucket of lace and we'll put one together. Okay, this is my granite ware colander that I keep right here under this shelf so that I can grab a little chunk of lace or fabric anytime I need. So I thought we'd work on this one. This is an applique, probably from a bridal dress or something. I'm just going to trim off some of the extra bits. And then I'm going to take this lower part out. I think I'm going to take this part off. Okay. I'm going to take this out. You just don't know. Don't know until you try. Oh, that looks quite pretty. Wouldn't mind having something of a slightly different color under. think I'll use some of this time, the fabric glue. It's because it's a little heavier. If I go upwards, I'm sort of committing now, aren't I? Looks almost like a little shell. Okay. Now I've got these ones done. Bring that up close so you can just see I've layered several different old laces there. This one I just put a little cluster that I had in my bowl. It was already pre-made, so. And then this one, I just fussy cut part of a flower out and laid it underneath there. So, that is the project for today. Let's get it into a page. I think I'll do this little girl. And I'm going to put her right on the edge so that she can be a tuck spot as well. Maybe I want a longer one. Right there. Okay. What are we going to call this? Pencil. Let's call it a long, tall notebook. And this was inspired Pinterest pin. I'm going to see if I can, you know, isolate the image and do a Google search, image search, and see if I can figure out who created this, so I can give credit where credit's due. But this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages plus the back cover, and this pretty nice. So I hope you thought this was kind of an interesting project. Really simple and using lots of scraps. You know, nothing we don't already have. So, take care of yourself. Come on back tomorrow. We will do another project together. And have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye.